What up, my loves? Jasmine Atten, Mystic at the Crossroads, your favorite witch. I am here to talk candles. I've got candles upon candles upon candles. I've got so many candles, and we're going to talk about them. And we're going to talk about what I consider my top favorite picks. I'm going to answer your Q&As. What should you be doing these last couple of weeks of 2021 to welcome in 2022? What candles should you be using? What rituals should you be doing? How can you ensure that you're going to have a prosperous 2022? Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining. Hey, Melody. Hi, guys. Be sure that when you join, leave your name, where you're joining from, say what's up to me. I love you. Hi, LB. This is an impromptu video, and I was just, hey, Ryan. I was just sitting here getting ready to dress this plethora of candles, and as usual, I'm like, well, let me share with my peeps. That's you. We're family. Sharing is caring, right? And I feel like a couple of questions that I've been seeing a lot and what I've been getting in my inbox is, what candle should I be burning? Should I be doing a ritual for the new moon in January? Should I do it for the full moon in December? Should I clear away my blockages? Should I just burn a plethora of money candles? Like, what can and should I be doing? I think we are all in agreement that everyone wants to have a better 2022. 2021 may have been great for some of you, it may not have been great, but how can we set the tone for next year? Melody says she's joining from St. Louis. Welcome. Hey, Rosa. So I feel like, the pagan calendar, New Year started back in October, right? And this is something that we've been talking about, is setting the tone for New Year. The holidays are here. Christmas is around the corner with your family and your kids and all that good stuff. But collectively, as far as energy is concerned, it is the time of the fiscal New Year. Things restart. Everybody's making plans. It's sort of a global, universal energy of setting the tone for next year and setting those goals, and maybe things that you didn't accomplish this year, really setting those goals to make that happen. So whether that's tripling your income, whether that's manifesting that first house, whether that's maybe selling a house that you been needing to get rid of, whether that's a new job or starting a new business or growing your business or growing your family, whatever it is, we're going to talk about how you can do that utilizing these next couple of weeks to make your next year easier. You guys know I'm a huge advocate about doing your spiritual work consistently, but if you could do one big ritual that could just sort of offset the first 90 days of your life, why wouldn't you do it? Hey, Sabrina. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Jasmine. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Please say what's up. Comment your name, where you're joining in from. Like this video so Facebook lets other people get in all the good, juicy information so we can all manifest our best lives together. Share this on your page or send it to somebody that you love. So I have a large set of candles. I'm going to go over the ones that I know are accessible. And I say accessible because I understand some of you are in places and a lot of people are like, my Botanica doesn't carry those, or I can't find them. Most of these candles are on Amazon if they're not in your local spiritual shop. And then the ones that you may not be able to find, I'll post a link to the companies that make them, and hopefully you're able to order them. I will say, as a reminder, candle companies, their candles are typically produced the same. They will sometimes just have different labels, so don't get so hung up on what the label looks like versus when I mean, like, if you're getting a cocktail candle, that is a cocktail candle. Maybe the imagery is a little bit different, but it is the same candle. Thanks for all the hearts, you guys. Carolyn from LA, whoop, whoop, LA in the house. Hi, Keisha from Dallas. Okay, so I'm going to work a little backwards, so bear with me here. If you are going to wait until January 2nd to the new moon to do your 2022 ritual, you are already a moon cycle behind. You're too late. So we're going to scratch that, okay? And we're going to start now if you haven't started already. We are currently in a waxing moon phase. However, if you are someone that feels like your finances have been stagnant, money seems to blow through your hands. It's like it slips through like water. As soon as you get it, it's gone again, right? If you feel like you've had blockages or things just haven't really panned out the way you want them to, you should not be waiting until the beginning of the year to start a New Year ritual. One, you're already too late. Two, you need to clear away those blockages. It's like trying to paint your car a different color and the car is dirty and it still has the paint on it. You can't do that. You got to wash the car and strip the paint off before you put a different color on it, right? So if you are someone who feels like you have experienced these blockages in your finances or whatever it is, right? And you want to do this huge ritual to bring in 2022 and welcome all this stuff in, well, you might be a little disappointed. You've got to clear that stuff away. And you guys know I'm a huge advocate about cleansings and clearings and getting rid of the shit that just doesn't belong to you. So we're going to keep this part super simple. Stay tuned because we're going to get into the juicy shit. We're going to get into the money candles. But I'm talking to those of you that feel like you've had blockages. And I will, bear with me, y'all. I will go through and answer your questions. Let me just get through this first portion of jinx removing candles. I'll answer some questions, then we're going to talk about all the good stuff, how to manifest that money, honey. So these candles, you guys, I'm sure you have seen me talk about. You guys know I love them. Blockbuster, Uncrossing. No, these are not the same candle. They get used interchangeably. People tend to reference them. They are not the same and they do not work the same. And then a new one that I love, which is this black chicken candle. A lot of you may be very familiar with this, but I'm gonna let you all know when to use it for this particular cycle, moon cycle, and just kind of harnessing this energy. So one, a blockbuster is to remove blockages. Sometimes we are our own block. Our blockages can come from external places. So if you are blocked, meaning things are working for you a little bit, but something always seems to get in the way. Like every time I turn around, I get a little bit ahead and then boom, something happens and stops it. You have a block. You need a blockbuster, okay? An uncrossing candle is very different. Uncrossing is if you have been jinxed, if you have someone has wished you the evil eye, if you've got people around you that are haters, coworkers, bosses, in-laws, friends, family, foe, exes, whatever, and they be like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, right? You need an uncrossing. Uncross that energy. Again, we can cross ourselves up with our thoughts, but an uncrossing candle. The thing that I like about uncrossing candles is they're like a double action candle in a sense, because they remove whatever that funky energy is, that jinxy energy, and then it helps replace that energy with, or it helps draw in what you want to yourself. Sort of like a band, if that makes sense to you guys. So that's how these two work and what the difference is. Can you burn them together? Absolutely. Can you pick one or the other? For sure. Burn one. If it doesn't work, burn the other one. I see some questions coming in. Thank you guys. Bear with me. I'm on my phone, so I'm trying to look at everybody. Hey, Crystal. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Everett. What up, my love? Someone asked, what about motivation? I'm trying to get to your question, so bear with me. Arus, I believe, Reigns. Is that how you pronounce it? I'm sorry if I'm butchering that. What about motivation? Can you be a little more specific? Do you mean motivation in doing your actual work, or you mean motivation in general? If you would just kind of just type a little bit more information for me, I can try to answer that question for you better. Now, moving on, the black chicken candle. This is one of my favorites. So this says against the evil eye, right? So it's bad luck. It is for anything. Again, sometimes we just have funky energy. Maybe you live in an environment that isn't very conducive. Sometimes people live with individuals that don't share the same spiritual beliefs or spiritual practices, or maybe they don't like your spiritual practice for whatever reason. So this would be a good candle to burn for your protection, to keep that, what they call the evil eye, away from you, and to clear away anything that someone has sent to you. If you work in an environment where you don't get along with your coworkers, or they don't get along with you, right? Because we never do anything wrong. We are above that. People just hate on us, right? Then you would want to burn a black chicken candle to remove that evil eye, because that could be part of what your block is. These can also be burned as a trio. Your evil eye, your uncrossing, along with your jinx remover. I would recommend you do that now. Yes, we're in a waxing moon. However, we have a full moon coming. And what you want to do is you're trying to set the tone and the energy for 2022. You want to clear out the bullshit, right? You want to leave whatever does not serve you right now where it is. You do not want to bring the stuff with you into next year. Do not wait until the 30th to try to do these rituals, because you're still bringing that bad energy luggage in with you. So we're going to work a little backwards. You can do these now. However, for those of you that feel like, you know, life is okay, I haven't been blocked, or maybe you had blockages and you've cleared them away, and now you're like, well, what can I do to really ensure that myself and or my family will be very prosperous? I like the 33 essence candle, and it has a list of 33 different areas of your life that this candle can work on. I'll hold this up. This is on Amazon. This is Indio Products makes it. This is a very accessible candle to find in most botanicas. The labeling again is usually very different. This is a cocktail candle. It's already prepared, of course. I am going to add my own good stuff to it. I always, even though the candles that are cocktails, dress them yourself, add some oils, add some herbs, add your love, pray over them. Don't take what the spiritual shops put in them and kind of run with it. That's just been my experience. I do believe these shops mean well, but your energy and your intention is what's important, and adding a little extra into it is what's going to ensure that your candle definitely does work. Let's see. Cherie says, what do the markings on candles mean? Some have numbers. Absolutely. So the markings on these candles, the reason why people typically buy these candles is because the imagery itself has symbolism behind it. It also channels the subconscious. It works with the law of attraction. Your subconscious mind is in cahoots with what the heart desires, what the soul desires, what the ego doesn't want you to have. So when you look at these images, you look at these numbers. This isn't the best candle to use for this, but this is what I'm going to use for an example. Your subconscious, in combination with what your soul truly desires, works in combination. So when I look at this, I know that 7 and 13 are lucky numbers. If you've ever gambled, if you've ever seen a lotto ticket, we all know that that represents luck, right? We can read the words. We can look at this person that looks like, this person looks like they are just releasing. I'm letting the shit go. I am just, whoo, I'm letting it go, and I'm open to receiving. That does something to the subconscious mind, which in turn helps your request and your manifestation come into fruition. I hope that's a very brief description. It gets a lot deeper than that. I have a video on my YouTube channel, Mystic at the Crossroads, that's titled What No One Will Tell You About How Candle Magic Really Works, where I really break down the symbolism, so you can watch that video and hopefully it gives you a little bit of a deeper explanation. I could talk about this stuff for days, but that's not what y'all are here for. Next candle that I like is Lucky Money, also known sometimes as Money Magnet. Same candle. It will typically have a different label on it. You will notice this candle is primarily, if you're getting the cocktail candle, it has little seeds in it. So you can look for those, and the seeds represent abundance. These are sesame. These are star anise. And there are sesame in here. There's something else, and there's a piece of pyrite. I don't know everything that's in this candle. I didn't ask, but just visually I can look at it and tell, but these have star anise in them. So star anise is used for success, so that would make sense, putting star anise in a Lucky Money candle. So these would be a great combination to burn together. Now here's my, thought to let y'all in on a little secret. One of my favorite candles. This is a Holla Candle. And hey Tiffany, hi Ebony. Holla Candle. So my girlfriend asked me last week, she was like, is there a candle that's like an attraction, like a come to me, that's not love, but just like everything? And I was like, girl, yes. It's called a Holla Candle. This particular candle, now this is a cocktail candle, but it's not really prepared. It has rice and my old eyeballs. This, I don't know what kind of seeds these are. I'm going to be honest. I don't know what these seeds are. There's some sort of seeds in here. But there's rice and there's glitter. However, oh, and it smells so good. I don't know what this is. It's like a combination of maybe Lily of the Valley. No, that's not Lily of the Valley. But it's maybe lily, maybe jasmine. It's a combination of attracting oils in this candle. My point is, it's red, it's for attraction, it's for money. If you are someone who burns green money candles, who has even burned palm wax candles, and we'll get into these in a second, or you burn yellow candles and you're like, I never see anything change with my finances. Like, nothing seems to happen. I burn money candle after money candle after money candle after road opener after Blockbuster and nothing happens. Try a red candle, because red in Eastern Asian cultures is the color of luck and prosperity. Keisha says, how is it spelled? So Hala, Jalajala, Hala. These are on Amazon also. Like I said, I'm going to only show you guys candles that I know you can find and that you can order. I had a friend, one of my very good friends, love him to death, and he burned a ton of money candles, and they just never worked. They worked, but they didn't work. Not in the capacity that he expected them to, given the amount of candles he burned. He bought one Holla candle and called me and was like, you mean to tell me after burning money candles for 6 months, all I needed was this one candle? Red was his money candle. Red worked for him. He was also a man, so perhaps that just aligned with him vibrationally. So for you men that are watching and feel like your green money candles aren't working, try red, because that aligns with masculine energy. But Holla candles are phenomenal. They are a multi-purpose attraction candle. That's how they're sold. However, you can prepare them with your same oils, your money drawing, your road opening, your attraction, your crown of success oil. Maybe even if you're a man, put some Hydron the Conqueror in here. This would be a phenomenal money candle. So again, if all your other money candles don't work, I would strongly suggest you getting one of these and trying them out, because they work. They just work. Let's see. I'm gonna try to answer a couple of questions. Let's see. Leslie says, where can I get cocktail candles? Any online shops you recommend? Outside of Amazon, if you want to purchase from a spiritual shop. So here's the thing. Cocktail candles are not impossible to find, but typically they're sold in Botanicas. So if you're new, or maybe a lot of times people don't realize, there are Botanicas where you live, even if you're in the Bible Belt. Believe it or not, somebody's witching around that mofo. Google search metaphysical shop, or specifically Botanica, because there is a huge difference in a witchy store and a Botanica with your zip code. I guarantee you will find something within a few mile radius where you can find cocktail candles. I have seen these candles when I lived in Florida, and I'm an LA girl. I moved to Florida and I found the candles that are produced in Los Angeles all the way in the boondocks, like in Homestead. Okay, so these candles are throughout the country. You can find them. But to answer your question, Leslie, I would check Original Botanica. I believe they're in the Bronx, New York, for cocktail candles, specifically Indio products, INDIO, so indioproducts.com. They make cocktail candles. You can also look up Clover. That's Clover with a K. They're based here in Los Angeles, so their website doesn't have everything listed that they actually produce. But if you call them, you can get access to a catalog and you can order cocktail candles. I personally like Clover candles. They make their candles fresh. They actually make them on site. That's where I get mine. So if I wanted something that I know is fresh and, you know, made for its purpose, I would probably try that. And then otherwise, just Google cocktail spell candles and they'll come up. Etsy has them. People on Etsy, they mark them up. They charge 3 times the price. So just be mindful of that. You will pay a little bit more if you're ordering them, but I would first start and see if you have a Botanica locally. You might be surprised what's in your area that you may not even know exist. Okay, switching gears. we're going to go into palm wax candles. And as you can see, these are beautiful candles. And you'll notice they look very different. A lot of you probably are familiar. Some of you may not. They look different. They're not the traditional paraffin candles. Palm wax candles are a lot more natural. They are made from palm oil or coconut palm oil. They are poured at a higher temperature that creates this beautiful feathering effect. The best thing about palm wax candles is they are a little bit more natural than the processed paraffin. And whenever you have something that's more natural, so when you're working with palm wax, soy, beeswax, you're using a material that somewhat still holds the energy from its natural source. Therefore, it's going to work a little bit better. I understand for you vegans out there, you don't like to use beeswax. I get that. So palm wax would be an alternative for that. I personally like beeswax candles. They're just expensive as shit. Like one candle is like almost $30. And when you're burning 10 candles a week, I mean, that's just not in my budget. But palm wax are affordable. And they work better. They burn cleaner. If you're someone that likes to read your candle wax, and if you're like, oh my God, my candle's turning black, what is the problem? And you know that you don't have any real significant blockages, it could just be the way the candle's manufactured. So maybe trying a palm wax candle. A side note, so this is a casino good luck candle. And again, we're going to go back to the Eastern Asian cultures, right? Who in here burns Josh paper? Anybody familiar? I know y'all are on my team. So how many of you, just comment down below, burn your ancestor money, your Josh paper? Asians in that culture, they deal with luck, lucky money, right? Buddha is all about luck. It is all about, like, they're like, screw getting rid of the blockages, just rain all the luck on us, right? So if your traditional money drawing, I don't have a regular one handy, but if your regular like money drawing candles aren't working, use your luck candles. What I always remind people is sometimes you guys are asking for money. It's like, well, if I just had the money, then I could do this. Well, how about you ask for the thing that you want? And if it's the money that needs to show up, that will automatically manifest for you. So for example, a few years ago, I needed a new car. I didn't ask for the money. I asked for the car, and the money I need showed up so I could get it. You feel me? Are we following me? So my point is, I'm all about luck, right? Ain't nobody trying to work this hard. You can ask for money, and guess what that's going to mean? More work hours, which can be good for some of you, but it's like, if some money can manifest, if an opportunity can present itself in my life that doesn't require me to work longer hours or a second or third job or a longer shift, why not? So switch out your money candles and start doing luck. So this is fortune, and this is casino. Honestly, in hindsight, hold on, before I run my mouth, let me, they don't smell the same. I was gonna say these are probably the same candles. I would be wrong because they smell different, which means there's something different in these, but they have the palm wax. They look fairly identical. However, remember, words and images and symbolism is what triggers the subconscious so that your spell can manifest. So try the luck candles. I'm all about the luck. Give me all the good fortune. I stopped burning. I'll tell you guys know my business. I don't even burn to attract customer candles or improve business anymore. For what? I'm burning luck candles. And if more customers or more clients or more people that need my help, if that's where the abundance is going to come from, then that's what the universe will have for me. And if it comes from another source, like maybe I'll just, hit the Mega Million. If anybody up there is listening, or whoever, wherever, right? Then maybe that's where it come from. I don't know. But play around. Candle magic is all about trial and error. What works for me may work for you. It may not. Last but not least, I'm going to show you, we are going into, and this is an ugly candle. And I've never said that about a candle. This is really an ugly candle. However, hey, if it works, right? This is a year of the tiger. I happen to be a tiger. I was born, well, never mind when I was born, but I happen to be a tiger. And this is a water element Chinese New Year candle. Chinese New Year, we're going into the year of the tiger. It says fortune, strength, 2022, luck, adventure, health, abundance, and love. So this is what I'm personally going to be lighting for the new year, along with a new year candle. These are available from clovercandles.com. So again, Clover's with a K, K-L-O-V-E-R. They have a website. You may not see these on the website. Call them. They are a small family-run candle production company, but they will work with you. Like, they'll take phone orders, or they did. Don't hold me to it, because somebody will be like, Jasmine, you said. I know they were taking phone orders. I don't know if they're doing that now, but I would give them a call anyway if you don't see these candles. If they're like out of stock online, they may still have them in the shop, so you can give them a call. And then, last but not least, this big Mama Jamma. Yeah. When they say size doesn't matter, yes it does. This is a 12 color candle with the it's not palm wax, with additional little wax cubes, the I Ching coin in it. It has hoodoo money rice, which I will be adding some more of my own. This is a 14-day candle. So maybe you're on a budget and you're like, Jasmine, I can't afford 16 different candles. Just get you one. This will cover all your bases. Now, back to when do we light these candles? So, the full moon is next Saturday, is it? Can somebody type that? Remind me. Is it Saturday? Friday or whatever. The 18th and 19th is the full moon. This is my suggestion. You should start doing... Okay, slow down. For those of you that have blockages in your life, use this week, meaning today's Tuesday, so the remainder of this week and whatever you have of next week to clear away your blockages. Yes, the full moon is for clearing, but it's also your playground to manifest whatever it is that you want. If you're going to light a 7-day candle, I would suggest lighting it no later than this coming full moon. Don't wait until January 2nd to light your 7-day candles, because you're already into the new year. And remember the law of attraction, how the law of attraction works. The candles you lit 2-3 weeks ago is what's getting ready to manifest right now. So you'll essentially be a moon cycle behind. For those of you that don't feel like you have any significant blockages, but you just want to set the tone for the energy for 2022 to be very prosperous, then you can work this week, you can work next week, you can work the full moon. You basically have now up until December 31st to burn your candles. So buy a few of them. If you light candles this week, they're going to go out, so make sure you stock up on enough of them to hold you into and through the new year. By the time January 2nd comes, that new moon, you should already be lighting your set of candles for your let's say your 90-day goals, right? So like this, today's what? I don't even know what day it is. Whatever day it is, right? The next 2.5, 3 weeks, this is my 12-month goal. These are the things that I want to see happen between January 1, 2022 and January 1, 2023. Once I get into January, then I'm going to focus my candle magic on what is the next things for the next 90 days. And I'm going to light candles to support that energy. I hope that makes sense. I hope I didn't confuse. Does that make sense? Can somebody let me know? Because I know I'd just be going on and on. Let's see. I'm going to try to answer some questions really quickly. The new moon is on the 8th. She says the new moon's on the 18th. I believe the full moon is on the 18th. Just to, please correct me if I'm wrong. Who knows nowadays? Time is speeding up, right? What is time anymore? Who knows what day it is, what week it is? I don't see any more. Okay, so Facebook be tripping sometimes. I don't see a lot of questions. what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back through the comments here. If you have questions, I will answer them. I hope that this has been helpful. I hope it's given you guys kind of a timeline and a time frame and a platform of what you can and should be doing with your candles. Letting y'all in on a little bit of what I'm doing. If you guys could see, I have, let's see, I have 12 candles that I'm sitting here dressing, and this is all going to be burned between now and the new year. So I hope this is helpful. Let me see. My calendar says it's on the 19th Sunday. Thank you, Melody. I don't have a calendar in front of me. However, this is the other thing. You guys know this, but I'm just going to remind you. Everybody gets hung up on the day of the full moon. The full moon, the energy starts. You've got the 3 days before the full moon leading up to it. You have, some say 3 days after. That's kind of in Wicca. They'll say you got the 3 days after. I feel like 3 days is a stretch. But you've got the 3 days leading up to the full moon. You've got 1 to 2 days post full moon to harness that energy. So essentially, you have a good window of time. Like I always say, if you're trying to attract something to you, do not light a 7-day candle on the full moon. You're going into another moon cycle. You're losing energy. If you're going to do a full moon ritual, do a candle that's going to burn out in a couple of hours, like my little lucky money frog here. Let's see. Practitioners, can you repeat the 1 year and 90-day goals? What was the name of the Big Mama candle? Okay, so this is this candle right here. This is a 2022 candle. It's a New Year candle. I got this from Clover Candles. No, did I get this from Clover? Hold on, y'all. I've been to like 5 candle stores in the past 3 days. I did not get this from Clover. That was a lie. I got this from Bray Braden. Or I'll leave it in the comments. I'll leave it in the comments for you guys. That's where I got this from. And they're here in LA. They do have a website. If you're in Los Angeles, and you can pick one up, but they do have a website you can order from. However, Clover Candles does produce the 14-day New Year's candles. I talked to them today. They have some left. The only reason why I went with this particular candle is I really like the fact that they put the Chinese money coin in there. That's just me. If you have money coins at home, just stick one in your candle. It's not that serious, but that's why I went with that. And then to repeat the goals. So what I was saying was, I'm setting my intention, my 12-month goal now. And on January 2nd, for the new moon, I'm going to be working on my 3-month goals. So my birthday is March 2nd. So what are the things that I want to see manifest between January 2nd and March 2nd? I'm going to break my 12-month goals into quarterly goals. Kind of break my list down and see what manifests from there. Another thing, just as a side note, is be patient with yourself. You guys, I wrote a petition on I wrote a petition on October 29th, 2020. And it took an entire year for everything on that petition to manifest, minus one thing. And that one thing that didn't manifest, I realized looking back, I really didn't want that at the time. It's what I thought I wanted. I'm glad it didn't happen because it's not what I wanted. It's not truly what my soul wanted. So a 1-year time frame to manifest a year's worth of stuff that's setting me up to change my life in the future, that's pretty damn good. Leslie says, could I light a court case candle on the full moon, and could I use a dragon candle for more support? Oh, that's such a great question, Leslie. I love dragon's blood candles. Love, 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 love. Dragon's blood candles are great for support. They're great on their own. Can you light a court case candle? Yes, you can light a court case candle on the full moon. Court cases are a little complex. So assuming you're lighting this candle for victory, whatever is surrounding your situation, right? Just keep in mind that when you're lighting it on the full moon, you're switching into a waning phase. So if whatever the situation is, you want to go away, like we want this to just go away, get resolved, charges dropped, whatever, yes, light your court case candle on the full moon. If it's the other way around and your circumstances are something legally that you want to you need to attract to you so that it's in your favor, I would light the court case candle now and work that particular ritual up until the full moon. So I hope that wasn't confusing, and I do hope that that helps answer your question. A says, can you share where you get your candles from? Absolutely. I'm going to leave a comment after this video of where I got these candles from to make it a little bit easier for you guys. But everything that I showed you here, most things you can find on Amazon. If you can't find them on Amazon, Clover, Klover, clovercandles.com. You can go on their website. You're welcome, Leslie. Indio Products, INDIO products.com. Hey, Tina. You can go on their website. So these candles, I tried to show you guys things that I know that you're able to find and that are accessible. And the last place where I got the big 14-day Mama Jamma from, I will list that in the comments down so you guys can look that up. All of these candle companies that I've mentioned, again, if you do not see it on their website, just give them a call, because what's happening is it's the new year, they're selling out. So things may say sold out on the site. They are actually in stock. I get my candles directly from the manufacturers that make them. I don't go to third-party botanicas and all that. I go right to where they pour them daily. So if it's not on the site, that doesn't mean that they're out. You may have to just give them a call. If you happen to own a spiritual shop, or if you have a seller's permit or a business license like I do, then you can set up an account and get your candles a little bit cheaper. Not much, but a little bit, you know, sales tax and all that stuff. So I hope that helps. Victoria says Amazon has a 14-day 33 essence candle. Word to Big Bird. Now, I'll tell you, I've never seen the 33 candle, the 33 essence candle in the 14-day size. So that's news to me. This is this right here is a badass candle. If your money candles ain't working, burn one of these. This is an excellent candle. I've used it multiple times when I can find them. They're almost always sold out. Like, even when I lived in Florida, I would go to my lady in Pompano, and she couldn't keep these. Like, one day she'd have them, one day they were gone. That's how good they work. So I like this one. And a recap is I like these two for those of you that say your money candles don't work, or you don't see any movement. Try a Holla Holla, try a 33 essence candle. You can't go wrong. Candle magic works if you work it. So play around a little bit. You know, it's like finding the right prescription. It's not one size fits all, but eventually you will find your combination that is helpful. All right, my loves, thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Like this video so Facebook keeps me around. Share this video. Leave your comments or questions. I will leave a comment with all this information below. I hope to see you guys pretty soon. Okay, one last question. Can you burn these together? Absolutely. Most definitely. All of these candles work very good in combination, so you can burn them on your own or you can burn them together. My goal for you guys, what I don't want is people running out, and don't go out and spend $100 on a bunch of candles and go crazy. I'm giving you different options for you to try things and keeping it affordable. Us witches did not have, we made candles out of animal fat back in the day. We didn't have all this fancy stuff. So don't make yourself crazy. Pick one or two candles off the list that you haven't tried before and light them and just see what happens. It will work for you. I will also, for you guys, I'll keep you guys posted. I am doing the last group ritual of the year. I don't know if this is, I'll be honest, I don't know if this is going to be my last ritual ever. I am retiring from candle magic. I know I said that last year, but this year I'm really retiring. But I am offering one last community ritual for the full moon. So if you're interested in that, shoot me an inbox. I will make sure to keep you guys posted on all of that. But my goal is to see y'all succeed and be happy and be successful. Let's be successful together. This is the year for us to win, because 2021 was alright, and we all know 2022, that was shit. So let's do better. All right, my loves, I will, are you willing to do a video on making oils? Hey, Renata. Maybe. I might do a video on making oils. I won't do any videos on my personal recipes, but I can show you guys how to make oils. I just made one, actually. I made one tonight. I'm back in the lab, y'all. I haven't made oils in a long time. I don't sell oils anymore. A lot of you may know that. And I decided to make myself an attraction oil. I finally found a usage for all the Patron bottles that me and my honey drink up. We drink Patron like it's water. And I was like, you know what? These are perfectly good bottles, right? So I may consider, that may be a cool video topic. I may consider showing you guys how to make oils because it is a lot of fun. Parker says, what alternatives to magic are you going to do? Alternatives to magic? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. If you're meaning like things outside of like spell work, can you be a little bit more specific? I mean, I do a lot of other things that I don't even share with you guys. I make waist beads. I make yoni steam blends. I haven't done this in a while. I used to make my own soaps. So I'm not sure, Parker, how to answer that. My entire life is magic. Like my life is walking magic. So I don't know any alternatives. This is kind of just how I've always been. So maybe I'm misunderstanding your question. If you want to type it down, I'll like privately inbox you or something. But outside of candles and herbs and oils and spell casting, I mean, I cast spells when I cook food. So I don't know any other way to be honest. Oh, Parker says, if you're not doing candle... Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for clarifying that. If I'm not going to do candle magic anymore, so let me just be clear. I'm always going to burn candles. My clients and students that are established, those of you that have coaching sessions, if you're in the Facebook group, if you have supported the business, I will always be available to you. However, I am pulling back from offering candle services, and I'm going more into teaching you how to do them for yourself. I believe everybody, the power is within you. We should all be self-sufficient. You should all know how to work your own candle rituals. So I just won't be doing them on a regular basis anymore, but I'm going more into private coaching. I have a workshop series that I'm launching in the second week of January. There's a lot of things happening. I haven't even had a chance to announce it yet. I have a workshop coming up next week. But I'm going into teaching more because truthfully, that's what I really love to do. I love to see you guys be successful. I love doing candle spells for people. I mean, I may not be the best in a lot of things, but I am an expert in candles. I love dressing candles. I love doing spells. I love seeing you guys be successful. I love doing work for other people. However, what I really love to do is teach you how to be empowered and how to do your own candle ritual. So when I say retired, I'm never going to retire magic. This is who I am, but I will not be offering as many services. I will probably do community rituals, big full moons, big holidays. I will be available for that. Again, if you are an established client and you need something, I will never turn anybody down. If anyone comes to me and says, I have a serious situation and I really need a ritual done for this, I can't do it myself, will you do it? The answer will always be yes. I'll never turn anyone down, but I'm just shifting the direction of one ritual away in my business so that I'm able to help more people on a grander scale be more independent in your own magic versus relying on spiritual practitioners. Us as witches, I'll speak for myself and other practitioners, we love doing work for people, but I like seeing people be able to do work for themselves. And you can go out, you can spend hundreds of dollars, and you can hire witches, and you can hire all these people to try to fix your life. But it's a little bit more rewarding when you fix it yourself. And truthfully, it's a hell of a lot cheaper, honestly. So that's just where I'm at. And my life is changing right now. Things are shifting and changing, and I need to be able to make a little bit more space and time in my life for the direction that it's going. And unfortunately, sitting at my altar at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, doing spells 4 or 5 nights a week for people, that's just not where I'm at anymore. And I love doing it. I'm grateful, and I appreciate those of you that have supported my business and trusted your life in my hands. But it's just something that now it's time for a little bit of a shift and for me to support you in a different way. So anyway, you guys, before I get all emotional and stuff, you know, I'm a Pisces and I've been drinking tequila and I let the cat out the bag before I was ready to. I love y'all. I'll keep y'all updated over the next couple of days. Feel free to inbox me any questions that you have. If you want to join in for the last full moon ritual of the year, the community group ritual that I am offering, just stay posted to my Facebook. I'm gonna drop an invite to you guys tomorrow, and then we'll go from there. Okay, I'm taking one last question. One last, I promise, then I'm out of here. DM says, I love a live on how you transparently intertwine your work, magic, your romance, and relationship. How do you navigate that? That is such a good question. That's part of the reason why I'm not doing spell work. I will be shifting away from doing spell work for other people. So, you know what, DM? That is a great topic, and that is something that I will happily record probably in the next week or two. To be honest with you, and I'll just tell you, I'm trying to figure that out now. How do you balance work and clients and being in a relationship and trying to start a family and all these other things at once? It happens. I do it. Somehow I manage it on a daily basis. But it can be a lot and it can be overwhelming. And I have to say, I do have help. I have a marketing manager who she is life. She gives me life. I've done this for 5-6 years with no help, with no marketing. I didn't go to college. I didn't have a degree in business. I didn't know how to do any of this. I just came on YouTube and put up a video and it worked, right? So I have a marketing manager who's amazing, and she literally has guided me, and I definitely have had help, and I have support from friends, and my partner, he's amazing. And so I think a lot of it is support and finding balance and finding a schedule. I have no schedule. I wake up and I'm kind of all over the place. I'm trying to figure that out, but it's doable. So anyway, I won't talk you guys to death. DM, I will do that video. That's actually a great topic when I figure it out my damn self. And I'll get back to you guys. But I love y'all, and I appreciate y'all taking your time out to listen to little old me here. So I'll catch up with y'all in a couple days.